Yeah. I've played this for probably 2 total hours, so I do know a little bit about the game.
2 total hours.
Are you apologizing in advance for not being any good at it?
No, I'm elite. It's all skill based.
Got
It's a turn-based RPG, or some people call them JRPGs. You found out that your dad or grandpa unleashed Cthulhu, literally and figuratively.
Mm-hmm. So it's like House on Haunted Hill or something.
Right. But once we get into the game, you're gonna find out that there's no actual characters. So
Do you find out at the end that you were actually adopted?
I have not.
Does that
played the
happen?
game.
Oh, okay.
Right. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Part dragon, part octopus, part man.
So that's the final boss, one would guess.
Hopefully not. I mean, you can't defeat Cthulhu. That's the point, right?
Yeah. He'll be ridden by Eric Cartman.
Yeah. He'll just go back to sleep,
God, that's a really big door.
right? And then someone's like, "We should open that." Like someone had to want to walk into that door. Why would you?
Yeah, it's like, dude, that just looks too heavy. And who is it made for?
I'd open it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Do you really
Oh,
believe in
man.
Cthulhu?
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
So it is Cthulhu, or is this like a...
I mean, they haven't
Alternate.
said it, but I mean, you saw the picture. He had dragon
Generic
wings
Cthulhu.
and octopus face, and
Right.
yeah, I don't think there's any copyright on Cthulhu, or
No.
apparently not. I mean, I've seen a lot of games use them,
Mhm.
I beg you, return home, claim your
but
birthright, and
yeah.
deliver our family from the ravenous claws.
right. I like he unleashed hell upon Earth, and he's like, "Hey, can you bring the family back to its level?" It's like, yeah, is that your priority right now? Like, demons walk the earth, and you want like
Right.
your house back to normal. Right. Pain.
Hmm.
Click letter begin. Learn how slow I actually type.
Wow, that's how it goes, huh?
That wasn't so bad.
What? What?
I like how you do 2 letters at a time. M-O.
Yeah.
S-T.
You know, there's a little notch on the F and on the J.
Right.
Those are for your index fingers. The rest happens naturally.
What?
Wow, they spinning.
Yeah.
You will arrive along the old road.
Oh, cool.
It winds with a troubling
Intro just keeps coming.
Yeah. I mean, you hear the gunshot, so I assume that he's dead. He's killed himself. I'm not sure.
evermore.
You hear a gunshot at the end, and then it's like he's narrating what's going to happen.
Pitted
Mhm.
cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will
Man,
face vicious
here, watch our really long Flash cartoon.
Right.
other
I like the animation and the art style. Honestly, it's refreshing.
Refreshing.
Heal yourself, and remember that
Yeah. I mean, I can't think of too many games that look like this, dark and dreary.
Yeah, that's a good point. There are no dark and dreary games every game of the last console generation.
we will find our
Yeah, this isn't going to make it on console. They're like, where's the?
There's no Space Marines.
Yeah.
We can't do this.
Where's my grainy real engine? Like, there's no grain here. How am I supposed to know how to play this game?
Right.
All right, so you always start out like this. You have Reynold the Crusader and Dismas the Highwayman, and you
Are these 2 guys
Right.
important?
no. I mean, you're going to find out no character's important. Like, I was apparently riding this cart, but I don't actually show up on the screen because like the idea is that they were taking me to
brigands have
Wait, are you just some fetishist who watches these people go through awful things?
right, like.
What?
Right, he's like, you're supposed to bring him back, but you're not any of the characters because it's a roguelike RPG. So if one of these guys die, you actually lose them forever.
I don't understand the term roguelike.
Roguelike's permadeath, so if you
Oh.
lose a character, it's permanently.
I think hardcore is what...
or
they call it.
hardcore mode on Diablo.
Got it. Okay.
So if you and this game has continuous saving, so you can't actually like if you lose a guy, you can't go back and like, oh, I'll just save. So you got 4 abilities and ability to move up or down, because that does matter, because if you look here, the characters have a preferred position, a preferred target, and that's not based on their class, it's based on their current skill set. So if I like, eventually if I unlock one of these, it might change. So he's attacking first.
Oh, Grizzly.
Right. Applies a bleed. And it's your basic turn-based RPG where you
Right.
take turns, and based on your character's speed is how early in the fight they attack.
Mm-hmm. Is there ever a time when a character attacks twice in a row because his speed is just that fast?
I haven't seen that. I have seen where they've been delayed and then like they attack. They're like the last person to attack in one round, and then the next round they're the first person to attack.
Oh.
But other than that, no.
It's like a snake ladder.
Right.
Wow.
So you...
Are you the good guys in this? Because it
Right.
seems to me you just found some stranger, cut his ass down, and then robbed his campsite.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Right.
Man.
With Cthulhu, nothing matters, so I can do whatever I want. Oh, no.
Oh, that's a husky fella.
Right. You'll notice that the width of his health bar actually matters, so he's 2 characters wide. So, for example, if this guy has...
He's essentially 2 characters in one.
Right. So if like a character can only attack 2 deep like he can, this actually counts as 2. So he can't attack the guy in the back, so he has to engage the guy in the front.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. My face.
That was pretty big.
Right. And then you see their stress levels go up, and anytime you get a crit, it applies to everyone. We'll talk about stress a little bit, but stress is what probably makes this game the most unique. Is that
It can identify with the human condition.
right. As your
God.
fear grows, and when you reach 100, you have a chance, like your character starts to act differently. Hopefully we can show that eventually.
Well, what about these white squares under your health bar? What's that?
Oh, that's the stress
That's
levels
like a visual indicator.
of the stress level, right?
Yeah.
So this has,
That's good to know.
this guy has a pretty sweet move. It can attack 3 blocks of. It's like an AOE attack with 3 blocks. Oh, I won. There you go. And then always pick the guy with the highest health and the lowest stress to open chests, because sometimes
Oh, it's a trap.
they are trapped.
Wow,
And
lesson
you get to
learned
blight.
immediately.
What's
So,
this green?
This is damage.
It's like poison.
Right.
Oh,
It's
no.
Or
2 damage
acid.
per round, but as you might not show it since I'm in this, but if you're like walking through a passageway down here, it'll apply it while you're walking, so it doesn't wait till you're actually in combat to do it. So I've completed the quest. Congratulations. Got sweet rewards.
Wow, mad money.
These
Mhm.
heirlooms are your currency for upgrading certain parts of the town that we're getting ready to see.
Okay. So you upgrade the town.
Right. Basically, every thing in the game has some level of upgrade to it. And I can show that as we start to unlock some things. But so you just have a weekly calendar, like activity log, just shows what you did that week and who leveled up. And then you have goals. And from what I understand, this being a alpha release, that this game is basically complete except for the last 2 goals.
Mm-hmm.
And well, not the roster goals, but
So you can reach the max level, or is there a max level?
the characters don't level so much in. They level how much stress they can take, but they don't get stronger. You actually have to purchase better armor. So we started out, got Stagecoach,
Okay.
and this is our recruiting station. This is also typical. You get your Seeker Plague Doctor, and you can see he prefers attack from the back, and he has different attacks. And then another thing you look at when you're recruiting is, so he's a, how would you say that, Wheeled Explorer. So he has plus 20% chance of scouting, and when scouting occurs, I can explain that a little bit more. Fear of the beast, so he gets more stress from being attacked from a beast, and ruins phobe. So
He's afraid of the ruins.
right, so if you go to the
Oh,
ruins,
that
he's
doesn't bode well. For
right.
this
So
guy.
you don't take this guy to the ruins, and then this is your healer. You have a max. So she has. This is a pretty good setup for her. This can be random. I've gotten you always get the healer and the seeker, but you get the healer and the vestal and the plague doctor, but this can be random, and this is a good role for her because she has a individual heal of 3 to 5 and a group heal of 1 to 2.
Mhm.
Double nice.
Right, and all she does really is heal. Like this is kind of useless because it's melee and she stays in the back. Like she'll be in the very back, and the reason that they say she's better here is just because she has this melee bash, but she's more of a in the back character.
Mhm.
For Stagecoach, eventually you can increase the number of people you get, and I will go ahead and do that. You see I have some things here. I need to do that at least one upgrade, because in case I lose characters, I don't want to be stuck.
Okay.
And then you can increase your roster size, which we can wait on. And the only other option is the graveyard, where once you lose a character, this is where you can see how they died.
You can go commemorate their life.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Remember that one guy that was really good? That's really all you got for this first area. Every time you come back, from what I've played, there's always something new that you can unlock. So we hit Embark. And we have one quest. So you have the ruins. This guy doesn't do good in the ruins.
Right. That's too bad.
So I'm kind of stuck with him. And then, like I said, based on their preferred positions, that's the positions here. So you want to put this
Mhm.
guy in the front. This guy's good here, so we'll put him here. This guy is, I'm going to put him here just because of her preference to be closer to the middle.
So does that affect her healing at all?
It won't affect her healing because she can always heal everyone here, but it will. If I ever needed her to attack, it basically says she needs to be at least this close to attack somebody.
Okay.
This usually the healer doesn't have the. I don't want to say usually, but it's because she has the mace attack that they said she needs to be closer to the front. If she didn't have that mace attack, they would say she's better in the back.
Okay.
All right, so I have to complete 100% of the room battles. We'll go, and the next thing you do is provision. So you have some of these are more important than others. I recommend always bring at least 8 food for small quests. Torches, when we get in game, I can explain those more, but I always bring 8 of those. I always bring a shovel, and hopefully I can show you why I bring them. These. I haven't really found any need to buy to waste, because you don't keep these after a round. So when we're done, all of this goes away. So there's no reason to buy 30 keys and say I'll use them later. You have to pick what you want. And I haven't really found any use. I always buy a key. I haven't ever been asked to use a key, but I always buy one because I don't want that first time to miss out on something. But the rest, at least early game, you can survive without.
Huh. I mean, your dude got poisoned last time. Is there an antidote for poison?
There is, but you can just heal through it otherwise.
Oh, okay.
Because a little on money, you want to maximize profits, I guess, is your bigger concern.
Uh-huh.
Low overhead.
All right, so we're in the ruins, and my plague doctor does not like ruins, so we'll see how that goes. All right, so we're given a map.
So that changes every time you play the game. He'll be afraid of something different.
Right. These 2 characters seem to always be the same with the same names, but every character you get after that is randomly generated.
Okay.
So I have to complete 100% of the battle rooms, these being the squares being the battle rooms,
Mhm.
and the passages don't count. So if you ever have to complete 100% of the battle rooms and you don't have, that means you don't have to walk through every passage. So should we go right or left first? Who knows? Let's go this way. There's going to be a lot of backtracking. Oh, first
Oh,
engage battle.
disgusting. My God, what size of fly do those come from?
Right.
Hmm.
Oh. All right. So, like I said, he has a good. This is a good attack. He tends to get it attacks the first 3 rows with an AOE type attack,
Oh,
and does the pretty decent
that was
level
easier
damage.
Glock.
Yeah. Oh, he's already getting all kinds of stress. He's going to be an issue. All right. So, gotta keep the guy healed. All right. When it gets when you need to, you can make it so he just increases his defense and just stands there. But I usually try to keep, like, offense is the best defense in this game, it seems like.
Right.
The longer you sit around, the more you're going to start increasing your stress levels. This does more damage, so I'll use that since it's one character.
He has a gun, but he likes the knife.
Right.
apparently.
Alright, so remember high health, low stress. Alright, so this is why I buy the shovel. Because when you click here,
The cold stone seems bent on preventing
right, if you dig it by hand, everyone gets plus 20 stress. And I think they also lose some health. So bring a shovel.
It's kind of excessive.
Yeah, bring a shovel and solves that problem. I only have 1 shovel though, so hopefully I don't run into 2 of those. I usually only bring 1. I have in a small dungeon. I rarely run into 2 of those. Oh, another thing, torches. You want to stay lit right now. So scouting is, if you look at the map from where we're standing, there'll be like a circle that goes out, and it'll actually tell you everything that's coming up. So this gives you a chance to scout, and then you have a plus to monster surprise. And then if you get closer to this end of this end of the light, you're going to have monsters are surprising you, and your stress levels increase quicker.
So that they get first attack in that case.
Right. So yeah, you want to keep your torch lit. 1 torch is 1 peg, so once it gets to here, you can light a torch. You're not really wasting any torch.
Mhm.
Man,
Yeah, you're not getting shit.
Yeah.
boring books. That's not. Wow.
Oh.
No.
Right. So, yeah. So that's why I always give lowest stress to open and highest health, because you don't want to have a guy get to his deathbed by opening a cabinet. What do you think about the turn-based part of this, Alex?
It's legit. I like. The last turn-based RPG I played, I think, was Lost Odyssey on Xbox 360, and it was
Right.
still, you had to select through the menu. I haven't seen it on PC in a very long time, so it looks great.
Yeah, it seems to be streamlined,
Right.
at least as far
I
as
like-
that goes.
Right. I've played this whole game using a mouse, so it has a casual feel to it. I do like that it kind of heralds back to the old school RPGs, where it's literally turn-based.
I would not call this a JRPG though, not
No,
whatsoever.
No, it's turn-based, not JRPG. I agree. I get used to missing a lot. I don't.
Right.
It's just as
It's harder to shoot a skeleton. They don't.
right.
They have a lot of gaps.
Right. Faster. Yeah. So the Plague Doctor, he's your damage over time specialist. It's really useful because you can if you know that they're going to die before they attack again, you can just ignore them and heal this guy up. Never feel safe with your health being anything but full, because it can, like, the crit shots can take all your health. So I always try to keep max health, because I mean that's the only thing I use a healer for. I rarely attack with the healer.
So, what icons are we looking at here with the blue arrows?
This is just
No, I mean like this. The map has it's like a fast forward button.
Oh, here. Oh, this is. I think this is a symbol for exit. There's no, or no. This is where we're going to. I'm sorry, I knew the answer to that. So this is saying this is where you're heading to. And these are
Okay, in
check
case you
marks.
didn't know.
Yeah, these are check marks of where. So I guess it'd be so you don't get a lot. Oh, see. So you eat. That's why you bring food. If you don't eat, they lose health, or they don't lose health, but they increase their stress levels.
Mhm.
I just don't see any time in an awful place like that where I'd be like, hey guys, let's
Yeah.
stop for lunch.
Well, when you get to the medium-sized maps, you actually have to camp out for a night, and then they have abilities while they're camping that can like reduce stress and things. And that sounds horrible. There's no way I would
Yeah.
do that ever.
Abilities like what?
Play a guitar around the
Uh,
fire.
Right.
Like one companion can heal for 20% and stuff like that. These are your camping skills. So when we get to
Okay.
medium, we can do that.
Ah.
All right, so this guy knocked me out of place, so I can't use my grape shot because of where I'm positioned. So I want to get him. Oh, everything's a mess, huh?
Wow, yeah.
I don't mind having the plague monster, plague doctor be up there.
Those guys just throwing their pimp cups.
Yeah, that attack specifically just increases stress. Like that's the whole point of it.
So your guys are exactly
The
opposite of
yeah,
where you want them to be.
Right.
How'd that happen again?
We were surprised.
Oh, okay. So it throws off your order when
Right.
that happens.
And I'll just slowly move him up. I did this all wrong, actually, the way I should have positioned.
God, that
Wow.
guy's super stressed.
He needs to calm
Yeah.
down. He's
Yeah,
the
they
scariest
don't-
looking dude there.
Yeah, they definitely pick on people once they get a high
Right.
stress level.
What happens if he goes to max?
He'll have a roll. Hopefully we can test that right now. But
Oh, there you go.
Bam.
he'll have a chance to either become paranoid or which makes it so he operates on his own will.
Mhm.
He can become paranoid or
And then what?
claustrophobic.
The stress goes back to zero and starts climbing again.
No, stress is maxed, and he keeps saying things that raises the stress levels of
Oh, okay.
others around you. It's pretty terrible, actually. Let's move this guy up.
Is that his move to change positions?
Yeah, that costs him his
Oh, that
move.
sucks.
Yeah. The healer's sticking with it though. She's tough. She can handle this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's not getting stressed. That's good.
Right.
And if he gets paranoia, how long does that last?
The rest of the time in the dungeon, and then when you get back to camp, you can send him to go
Yeah.
have a beer, and he gets rid of it. Gets rid of
I
it.
have a feeling I will be seeing that.
He's not gonna make it all the way through.
And there's no items you can use to reduce
No.
stress?
The only thing you can do is light some torches to keep it from going up as fast.
Huh.
All right, so everyone's a mess, so you can just easily reposition them post game. Like you don't have to this one goes up one, this one goes down two.
Right. Nice.
Nice. That's the one bad thing. All right, so
I mean, can't you tell by what the item is who you should
that
have
one,
interacted
that one
with?
in particular, yes, but it could also be a curse shrine. Like you can click on it, and it's like actually, this is the worst thing you could have done. Like the water was poisoned or something like that.
It's
All right.
terrible.
So this is the boring part. We got to walk back through.
Mm-hmm.
But you've
Uh,
already killed everyone, right?
Right. There is a chance for monsters to come back. And if you've scouted this area, it'll actually show that they're so if you scout the area and there was monsters there, you kill the monsters, then you're going back through and monsters have reappeared. The scout still applies, so you can see them. Once again, if we get a scout roll, I can show that better. Yeah, this is the boring part walking. Usually it's not like this. Usually you're heading in one direction with like a slight detour in the back direction at
Mhm.
worst.
We just put you right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
These, I've never gotten anything good from these, but I still try. I still hope. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
What?
Nice.
Can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You don't
Yeah.
have any shovels.
No.
Do you have to dig through it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, bummer. What
Okay.
kind of cheap ass shovel is that?
See? Yeah.
Masochistic.
Nice.
Yeah, he's probably going to turn down some healing.
Oh, wow. What a man.
Right. So, and now the other part, it's not just him. He's also going to start saying like depressing things and start bringing up the stress level of everyone else. So
Mhm.
that's why you bring shovels. This is
No, he sounds like he's getting off on it. I think those guys are going to get excited.
Oh, yay, we rolled a scout. Okay, so here's a good
Oh,
example.
cool.
So you saw the circle roll out. So that means I'm going to have some loot and some traps. That's not too bad.
With knowledge of the traps, can you avoid them?
You can't. Ooh, torchlight. That's good. You can see the traps that they usually show are the ones that you could see anyways. Like you don't have to scout to see this trap. It just lets you know it's there. I pick a guy who I would assume would be good at traps because they do say some people are better than others.
Right.
Okay, so start with her.
Well, you find out pretty quickly who's good or who's
Right.
not.
Oh, no.
Okay, so she's not good at chemistry.
Yeah. I would have picked the dude in the scientist mask.
Yeah,
Although he's flipping out.
Yeah.
He would dump it on his own face.
he ain't taking no order from nobody's. All right, so advance trap. You look good at traps. Nope. He just blocks them. Oh no.
Not so well.
Man, look at that fetishist.
Yeah. He's just,
by his own eyes.
now I'm like,
I feel like the priest would be good at the confession booth.
oh, that's just for traps. For everything else, it doesn't really matter. Oh man, this is getting rough.
What?
Yeah.
Can you heal between battles?
You can eat, and that's about it. And it gives you +1 health, which it doesn't seem like a lot, but if they have 0 health,
Turns out.
yeah, 1 health is a bit, because they can survive with 0 health. It's just after you get 0 health, you have a chance of dying from your next hit. All right,
Mhm.
so everyone's in a good position. I think we'll get through this.
My face.
Exposition is loomed.
Oh, he needs to chill out now, too. Get it together, man.
Oh no.
That sent him over the edge.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
it looks like something glorious happened.
Oh, they covered it up. Okay, so
yeah, he's
this
about to die.
guy became focused. So he could have,
Virtuous.
Yeah.
Nice.
right. So he could have,
He could have become paranoid as well.
right. But instead he lowered everyone's stress levels. He said, don't worry, I got this.
Nice.
I really need to get a heal on that plague guy because if he gets hit, he's dead. Haven't had an opportunity. At this point, you could heal him for 5, but you're better off just healing the whole team. Try to get 2 out of it. Keep
Right.
because you don't want to lose the whole team by healing this guy.
As long
at
as
the
he's
moment.
above 0.
Right.
he's
Yeah,
safe.
like a 1 heal is very useful because a group 1 heal, because if you have 2 people that are at 0 health, that group heal will keep both of them alive. Yeah, man, this guy Reynolds just on my A squad now. He's a hero. I mean, he is wrapped in armor, so I guess he has to be the most brave.
Man, that dude's complaining that he hasn't been hit in a while.
Well, here we go.
Right. Group heal.
Just in time.
My skin burns.
Oh, it looks like he's going to control himself this round. Oh, he marked himself? That's great.
He
So
marked
Mark-
himself for what?
Mark gives more damage from targeted attacks,
Mm-hmm.
and he marked himself so they would be more apt to attack him
Oh, good.
because he's a masochist. Good for him.
Makes sense.
I mean, he said, don't take me to the ruins in his defense. He's like, I really don't do well in the ruins.
Yeah. He didn't explain what that meant.
And it's like, where are we going? Oh, the ruins.
Yeah. You're going to have to twist my nipples if we go there.
Yeah. I do wonder if he'll always be a masochist. If every time he gets max stress, it's always masochist, because that's kind of entertaining.
Right. Oh, there we go.
What is he doing?
Whatever he wants.
Come get some. It looks like you still have control, though.
Oh, that's good.
For now.
What's his name? I have to figure that out. We're close to winning. Finish him.
There it is.
Nice.
Remind yourself.
Whoa, close call.
He has the most health, so And he got stuff. Nice.
Ben had money. Wait,
Yeah.
so you got a healing item, which now you lose.
Right.
Bummer.
So if I would have went the other direction first and came back, then it would have been of more use, I guess.
Yeah, so to answer your first question when you got here, go left.
Yeah, right. We'll just edit it so it looks like that's how
These
it
are all
happens.
random, right?
The
you never know what shape of map you're gonna
right.
get.
The
or
the
anything.
dungeons are random. So this is important. This is how well they handle stress. And since if you succeed at your quest, it goes up. If you fail at your quest, it goes down. So since they've succeeded at their quest, they can handle stress a little bit better.
Okay. So that number is just stress.
Right.
Doesn't affect their attack ability or anything.
No. It's just how well they handle stress. And then once you get to a certain level, you can't, like if you're level 3 here, you can't do low level quests. They'll say I'm too good for this. All right. So we got Tavern and Abbey unlocked. Let's check that out. These guys are going to have to get their drink on. All right. So go to the Abbey.
The cobwebs have
And this is how you relieve stress, more or less. So I got to take this guy,
called to the faithful.
send him here. I lose him for the next quests I do,
Mm-hmm.
but I can, at the same, but I'll be able to recruit more people. This guy. And sometimes they have, like God-fearing. So this guy can only pray to relieve stress.
Okay.
So you got to keep that in mind. Like I already have him praying, but I was going to bring him anyways because he's pretty low on stress. You can also take him to the tavern to drink. So but I want to use these two characters for the next round.
Who's that guy in the brothel?
Oh, he's he's the keep.
Oh, just where he hangs out. No, I mean the one down.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you have the caretaker, and all he does is take up one of these spaces. So if you have a guy,
Oh, so you can't use all three of them.
right? So
Okay.
if you have a
He
guy,
just parties all the time.
right, or he can go and pray. So like, if he was praying and I needed this guy to get stress relief, I'd have to
Your side of luck.
right.
Okay.
So give some randomness. So now we go to Stagecoach. Nice. We got a guy similar, a Crusader, a Leper, and a Hellion. And I need to bring 2 with me, and I already have this class.
And it looks like that guy just has a bad attitude about the whole thing. Well, this place looks underwhelming.
Right. So now I'm going to have a healer. Big thing with these 2 is, if you notice, they both prefer to attack from the front.
Okay.
She has some in the back. So this is not a good role for me because all 3 of the characters that are given were not ranged characters. I'm going to need somewhat of a ranged character. So I'm just going to have to kind of deal with it. That's why if you remember, I upgraded this to 1 so I could have at least 1 more character to pick from. But it was just a bad roll. So
Okay.
next time I head out, I'm just going to have to deal with it more or less.
So at this point in the game, you have your characters that are essentially on cooldown,
Right.
and the only way to get them back is to go through
Another
a mission
quest.
without them.
And you come back, and based on, I should show that. So if you go to Tavern, you can upgrade each type, so it relieves more stress.
Oh wow, that seems like a hot priority.
Right. When you have enough characters that you can swap through, it becomes less because like these characters didn't get too stressed at all. So you rarely do you have all 4 characters need stress relief.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing here. You can upgrade. The recommendation to the player: these deeds don't come very often, so be very careful how you spend your deeds.
Okay.
So we gotta complete another quest.
Is that what they're called? Quests? Or is
Uh,
it, what was that thing in the opening screen where it says you're on week something? Week 2.
Oh, that was your schedule, your day, your weekly report, more or less. But yeah, it's what you did that week. But yeah, we're not going to leave just now. But if you hit embark, it's just you'll have 4 quests to pick from.
And for right now, it's just the ruins. That's all you have.
Yeah, it's just the ruins, and then I've gotten to the Warrens, but you can still go back to the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
And the difficulty, it's not like the Warrens are more difficult than the ruins because they'll have low level. The Warrens will have low level,
It just takes a lot more stress.
right?
Okay.
And
Looks like Reynold doesn't want to go again. Poor fella.
yeah, he's got to suck it up. All right.
Okay.
So we'll see how. I can't say any of these names to be honest with you. Duai and Lucelles.
Sure.
See how they do next time we do this.
Yeah.
All right.